All right. All of you have come. This part clear? Anyone having any doubts? Say, anyone, that side? Okay. This front side in the middle? This part? Getting me? Back side? Clear? Can I give you all homeworks also? What do you say? We'll start from the basic topics only and gradually we'll go to the UPSC level. Yes, no? I'll give you some small topics to write, not in 1200 or 1000 words, but yes, initially maybe in 300 or 400 words, where you can present at least your essays in say in 2-3 pages, 3-4 pages. That can be done. Yes, no? Okay. So I discussed about how to make notes with respect to these subjects: history and culture done, then geography, environment we have seen, polity and governance we have seen, science and tech we have seen, sports and miscellaneous, for example. Yeah, example like for example sports and economy. Okay. For example, it says getting my point. Something like boundary divides, but the sports unites humanity. Is this part clear? Yes or no? So herein, for example, take an example like upcoming event we have in the sports, some one mega event that is taking place or is going to commence. It will be this IPL. Yes. So IPL may be in the news in the upcoming month. So for example, if I take IPL, World Cup, etc., etc. Okay. So all these events which is taking place, events which is taking place. So what it is going to do is, what you have to do is, you have to write its importance. Understanding my point? Its importance. Okay. Its importance can be, what can be its importance? Breaks political barrier. Okay. And apart from this, like we have not a good relations with our hostile neighbor. Still, don't have to name. Okay. No, don't say Pakistan, China, etc., etc., like that. Directly don't try to hit the country by using the name. We have a rival political neighbor which is hostile towards our sovereignty. Examiner is very much, you can say, he is very much intellectual. He will understand what you are trying to communicate. Is this part clear? So rather directly hitting the country or by using its name, you can use this sort of words there in your answers. Okay. So we have these games. What they do is in Asia Cup, we together we played. Yes or no? So the boundary is dividing us, but again the sports are uniting. Peoples are not bad, neither in our country nor in any other country. It is just the political leadership that is actually playing a game. Getting my point? Bangladesh also used to be one of the, you can say, actually we were responsible for the creation of Bangladesh. Yes or no? Mukti Vahini, we developed. Yes or no? Your history faculty must have taught you all. Yes or no? And then it led to the independence of Bangladesh in the year 1971. Yes or no? Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, late Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Yes or no? He was the founder of Bangladesh. Yes or no? Yes or no? We had a very good relations. Sheikh Hasina was the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. We had a very good relations. Yes or no? We constructed various types of thermal plants over there, power plants. We started increasing the infrastructure in Bangladesh. We increased the trade and connectivity. We made Maitri Bridge connecting Bangladesh and Tripura. Is this part clear? Yes or no? We also give a huge amount of loans to Bangladesh at a very minimal rate of interest for a long term. Yes or no? And see today, what is the condition? I hope you are, if those of you who are reading the newspapers, you are aware that what is the turmoil that is prevalent in Bangladesh. Yes or no? So this type of you can say entertainment things, they're actually bypassing the political disputes whatever we have in our at the leadership level. Okay, but they are uniting the humanity fever. Is this part clear? So here it breaks the political barrier. Moreover, it is also important for what you can say, it is going to bolster the soft diplomatic power. It is also important for huge amount of economic or revenue generation. Yes or no? When the tickets are sold, the broadcasting rights are given. Yes or no? Huge amount of money is being collected. Okay. Moreover, it is bringing all the people on one single platform. Yes or no? On a digital platform. Populations of all nations are connected digitally. Yes or no? Connected digitally, etc., etc. Many things can be incorporated. So try to put all these points in your you can say in your notes. Okay, whichever is the sports that is going to be conducted, try to put the points in your notes. Understood? Now, apart from this, we also have one more important topic that was left, was economy. Yes or no? Yes or no? So in the economy, for example, you have this type of, you can say, for example, if something is in the newspaper, you find something like free trade agreements. Economy is done? Yes or no? Not yet? Okay. Free trade agreements are being finalized between India and, for example, in India, we have finalized free trade agreements with various countries. So this is can be incorporated. Recently, Ethiopia and all, it was in the news, right? So you can write Ethiopia. Okay, this is a African country. India is increasing its footprints. India is increasing its footprints in Africa. Again, we also have some free trade agreements recently it was in the news with the yeah, Russia in the Middle East also. Yes or no? We also have free trade agreements again with Russia and all. It was in the news. Sorry, Oman also, Jordan also. Correct. Many countries are there. So recently, in last 1 year, which is in the news, try to put it in your notes. Is this part clear? Yes or no? No. What will be its outcome when we have a free trade agreements? What happens is that its benefit. There only you write. What will be its benefits? What will be the benefits? Benefits will be the tariffs, duty free import tariffs. Getting my point? So what happens? Suppose that our steel is going, we are manufacturing the steel. Write an example also there. Don't write anything vague to justify, because essay, it does not mean you will write anything. You will write crap also, he will digest. No, you have to mention with the statement, it has to be validated by a logical reasoning or reason. Is this part clear? That is actually a particular, or it can be with a particular example or any latest development that is taking place in and around India. Is this part clear? So example is very important. For example, you can write like steel manufactured in India. Okay, when they are going to be sent or exported to these countries where we have signed up the free trade agreements. So here the import duties will be nullified. Is this part clear? So when the export duties will be import duties will be nullified, then what will happen? So it will benefit whom? It will benefit the exporters. Is this part clear? What Donald Trump is doing? He is putting the barrier trade 50%. Yes or no? Particularly for those goods that have been manufactured in India, because he says that those goods which are manufactured in India, they actually are manufactured by using the Russian oil, and this type of goods are actually funding the Russia Ukraine war, and that is why we say the Indian government to reduce the oil imports, because crude oil which we are importing from Russia, we are getting at a lower price. Is this part clear? And that is why what we are using is, we are using this fuel and other recyclables from the crude oil. We are using those in manufacturing of other types of goods, and these goods are being exported to different countries. So that is why I say we are going to charge 50% tariff. Is this part clear? Yes or no? So these types of points can be incorporated in your notes only, then and there only. Clear? Then another part can be, apart from FTA, another part can be, for example, friends, if suppose that for economic expansion, any this take an example, agriculture only. Now in agriculture, government is offering, you can say, this MSP, minimum support. I hope this part is clear. Right? So government is supporting the farmers by the help of, you can say, by providing MSP to 22 crops. Is this part clear? Getting my point? Government is also incentivizing the farmers through various types of initiatives, schemes. We have, like for example, we have Pradhan Mantri this Sampada Yojana, right? Then we also have this government is offering some this quarterly, no, some amount. No, PM Kisan Yojana. Then we also have Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Getting my point? Yes or no? Now, apart from this, government is also supporting E NAM portal they have created stands for National Agricultural Market. So the farmers can get the best returns for their crops that they are going to produce. Getting my point? So they can sell their outputs or produce digitally in a digital format. Is this part clear? Now, apart from this economic expansion in agriculture, apart from this, what government is doing? For example, we have this it was launched say 6 months year back. What was that? Gati Shakti scheme. Have you heard about this? Gati Shakti scheme. It is also related to economical expansion. Here what government is doing? Here government is actually on one single platform. The government is trying to bring different ministries such as shipping, such as roadways, such as waterways, energy, rail, IT. Getting my point? Yes or no? So this scheme is actually going to boost the economic expansion of the country. How come? What happens in our country is that once the road is constructed, after 6 months again you will see work is in progress. Go take the diversion. Why? Because while constructing the road, they forgot to lay the pipelines. After 6 months again you go, again the road is in progress. Now what happened this time? Oh, optical fibers are also going to be laid down. Again after 6 months you go, again the same digging process. Now what happened this time? Now this time that was water pipeline. This is the gas pipeline. Getting my point? Now after again 6 months you go. Now again why digging? You don't know the overhead wires. Now here we are going to become a smart city. What are you talking about? We are going to put the wires. Is this part clear? So multiple times this road is being constructed and then again damaged and again constructed and again the same thing process. It happens. Yes or no? Who is affected at the end of the day? Who is affected? People only. Whose expenditure goes? The taxpayers' money. Because the person who is digging, he is working on a contract. He will take the money for the labor that he is or he is going to perform there. Yes or no? So for that again the taxpayers' money are being utilized. Again the same. So why multiple times for the same thing? So this scheme that has been launched by the government of India, it is going to bring all the ministries, okay, on one single podium, or you can say on a digital platform wherein they all can discuss with each other what schemes they are undergoing, and accordingly they can overcome this issue related to overlapping of the schemes. Is this part clear? And hence it will bring about a overall development in long run, reduced expenditure, and also inconvenience. Is this part clear? So these points can be incorporated in your essays. It will come. So see where we started and where we are and where we are going to go. Can you write in one day like this? Say yes, no, not at all. It requires an enormous amount of knowledge in your mind related to different subjects. Yes or no?
To write one essay, you have to have a multiple dimensions knowledge in your mind. And all the knowledge should be interconnected with each other. And then you have to put it in a piece of paper. Is this part clear? So from where will you get? As a beginner, you will say, sir, how will I get this much of information, knowledge and all? So your newspaper. It will play a very important role. And whatever you have read in the NCERT that was being taught by other faculties earlier, maybe history, geography, polity, science and tech, whoever who have taught, they have given you ample amount of static information. Is this part clear? Yes or no? That is static information with respect to the newspaper information. That is a dynamic one. Join together and draft an essay. As simple as that. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Yes. Getting my point? Okay. So this was about economy. Okay. Economy can also on multiple fronts, friends. For example, like economy can be, it can be related to agriculture. We have seen with respect to infrastructure. Okay. Again, we can see, we have seen about the free trade agreements and all we have seen. Okay. We also have, friends, government have initiated very there are this type of schemes. For example, this incentivizing schemes are there. Like under the Make in India initiative, government have launched a production linked incentive schemes. Getting my point? Is this part clear? So those manufacturing units who were producing earlier 5, government said, do one thing. You manufacture 25. For the rest, we will give you a tax rebate. You increase the volume of the goods produced. Is this part clear? So when the volume will increase, what will happen? What will happen? Again, it will be exported. Not only intra, extra also means there can be a international trade also that can be boosted because of this. Getting my point? So when more and more trade will happen, what will happen? It will generate more revenue. When more revenue will be generated, what will happen? End of the day, the thing will be, the more taxes will be taken by the government. At the same time, what will happen? When there will be a demand, more production will happen. When more production will happen, or in order to make more production, what will happen? We have to hire more manpower. It will lead to more and more job creations, and thus it will reduce the unemployment issues. Is this part clear? On the other hand, there will be, when the job creation will be there, unemployment will go away. What will happen? The people will have more money in their hands. So money in the hands of the people. Getting my point? Money in the hands of people. So when there is a money in the hands of people, then the wife will say, today I want this. The children will say, I want this, father. He's earning now. Now he can arrange something for their children. Yes or no? So the goods, either it can be exported out of the country or it can be absorbed internally only. Getting my point? So in this way, what will happen? It will lead to the expansion. What expansion? Economic expansion. Clear? This part is clear? Yes or no? So everything is cyclic in nature. All right. So these points you can put it in your notes. Okay. Like whichever article is related to this economic expansions and all. Okay. So you can put it there. Now, one thing, let me tell you. Now, no, there will be. Okay. Now, friends,
you have to write both the positive aspect also and negative aspect also. From the day one, I am saying the same thing. Like today's day one only, I'm saying or from the first time I entered, both positive as well as the negative aspects. Is this part clear? Why negative and positive? Because this is going to give you a balanced approach towards a particular topic. Your answer will be a balanced one. Otherwise, it will sound to be like, okay, you are inclined towards all rosy pictures only about the topic, but you are not talking about its critical aspects. You are not talking you are not talking critically about that particular topic or that particular point. Getting my point? So you have to have a balanced approach in your answer. You have to visualize the issue like you are an analyst. You are using the lens. Okay, this is a positive, this is negative. You have to portray your picture in such a way that both the plus and the minus things both come into play. Is this part clear? We were talking about economic expansions and all. Negative aspect. Negative aspects. More productions are being done. Just I'm giving an example. Since I have to validate my point, I cannot say like that. Is this part clear? More productions going on. What happened? As a result of which the demand got reduced. Is this part clear? For example, let's take an example. For example, real estate only. More houses are being constructed. More homes are being constructed. So builders, what they are doing is, the builders are actually taking the loans from the government, from the banks only. Yes or no? Yes or no? With an expectation that the day our flats will be ready or it will be sold out, immediately we can earn the profit deducting the bank's loan. Is this part clear? But suddenly there is a type of, you can say, scenario wherein the recession has been hit. The country is hit with this. As a result of which, what happened? Money reduced. People says that no, we are not going to invest in any property and all. Rather, we are going to purchase the gold and all. Yes or no? Or we are going to invest in some government securities and all. Yes or no? In that condition, that builder who has money, who has constructed around say 100 flats, only 10 are being sold, remaining 90 left unsold. In this condition, what will happen? Loss only. He could not sell the flats. Yes or no? And the money from where he has arranged in the construction of these 900 flats, it was from a particular bank. And bank is holding whose money? People's money only. Getting my point? Yes or no? So in order to overcome all these issues, that is why the government has initiated RERA kind of body was being created. Getting my point? Yes or no? Real estate regulatory authority have been made. Yes or no? In that, in a considerable time span, the builders have to give the positions. Otherwise, they will be compelled to what? To pay the interest and all. Moreover, whatever money the builder has collected from the people after selling the flats, a considerable amount cannot be utilized for personal uses. Okay, I think some 50 or 70% money they have to park for this development project only that he is undergoing. Getting my point? Yes or no? So this way that it can also backfire negative aspects. Similarly, if I talk about with respect to goods, many goods are being produced. Many refrigerators, air conditions, many things have been manufactured by Samsung and LGs and all, but there is no buyer. Is this part clear? In that condition, what will happen? What will happen? The inventory or the stock will increase. Yes or no?
but at the same time, what will happen? Its maintenance will also increase. They are going to keep in go down, lighting, storekeeper, etc., etc., or it will increase. Yes or no? But again, there is no buyer. So end of the day, there will be a mismatch between a demand and a supply. Government is incentivizing through PLI. You manufacture more and more AC, more refrigerators. Let's push Make in India, more mobile phones, but there is no buyer. It will backfire, no? Yes or no? So this way you have to articulate your answer, positive, negative. Both the aspects have to be simultaneously taken together. Is this part clear? At the back, friends, clear? Okay. Now after this, this was all about, friends, about the economic part. Okay. So economy, many points are there. Okay. I have taken some points in this discussion. So apart from this, any type of, you can say, if any investment is coming in, you try to focus into that also. Okay. And if FDI is coming in, try to focus into that area also. Okay. So from where, how it is going to shape the Indian economy as a whole. So try to filter out the points. If it is there in the newspaper, try to put it as a feeding material. Getting my point? I hope you can understand what I am trying to deliver. Yes, no? This side. Okay. This is going to make your chronology. This will make your answer paragraph by paragraph, paragraph. All these are one points are one paragraphs only. Understood? Okay. So all these things, friends. So I hope now you have understood. So what you do is you try to purchase one newspaper on daily basis. Okay. That can be anyone, either Indian Express, or it can be Times of India. Otherwise, if you have Hindu is little bit costly. Okay. I think it is around 15 rupees or something like that, 14 or 15 rupees. This will be around 5 rupees to 7 rupees. This part is clear. So it depends again, or if it can also be downloaded free of cost digitally. Okay, but the thing is, see, digital format of the newspaper and the hard copy of the newspaper, it has a difference. You will say, what difference, sir? When you have this type of books in your hand, take it as a newspaper only. You can read this like this. You can underline this. You can cut this. You can paste in your. You can make some file. You can put some articles. You can paste it there. Getting my point? You can read that way. Underline this. It will go directly. In the digital format, you are reading. You have a nap. Ha. Thank you, bhai. Okay. In that condition, what will happen? Whatever you have read, all gone. Understanding my point? If you purchase a hard copy or of the newspaper, in that condition, what happens? There are multiple uses. Newspapers, you can write there, you can cut that important. If you find, you can cut that article and you can make a different file. In that file, you try to paste all those important articles. Try to paste important articles. That cannot be done digitally. Second point, in digital format, you have to see, zoom, see. In that, sometimes it gives a kind of boring kind of, you can say, feeling also. How much I will put my stress on my eyes. And in the meantime, you get some pop-ups in your mobile and you again divert from this page to another page. That is also a distraction. Is this part clear? But in newspaper, hard copy, you avoid these things. Okay, so I personally recommend you to take the hard copies. It will be helpful for you all. Okay, as long as you are in the preparations, it will be helpful. This part clear? And how to make notes, this part is also clear. Anyone has any doubts, please ask me. Anyone has any doubts? Ask anyone. Okay, about the study materials, let me discuss. What study materials you have to use to write a particular essay? It is just your own mastery, your own class. There is no particular format for any particular essay. Means there is no particular, you can say, an ideal essay. Every essay which is having a balanced approach, a good, you can say, sequential flow, a balanced approach, plus minus both taken into consideration, and talking clearly about what is being asked, it will fetch you a very good marks. As simple as that. Understood? But in case if you require, then in these conditions, like you have taken this, yeah, Disha publications, they publish a very good, you can say, there is a 10 years question bank that is available. 10 years question bank, okay, for UPSC. 10-year question banks for UPSC. This is from Arihant publication also. It is also from this Disha publications is there. He is having Disha publications. Then this I think this is Tata McGraw Hill. They also publish. McGraw Hill publications are there. They also have. They said some TMH publications, Tata McGraw Hills. Okay, they publish 10 years question bank UPSC solved. Okay, solved. This can be for pre also and for mains also, and in some books you get both. So I would suggest you take both. Is this part clear? Around I think 700-800 rupees will be the price of that book. Less than 1000 rupees only. Okay, in discounts and all, if you have coupons, so you can get it in less price also. Okay, try to purchase this. In this, you have all the papers, GS 1, 2, 3, 4, all the papers are there. In that, all the questions that have been asked in last 10 years will be there, and their model solutions are also provided. Model solutions are also provided, including essay. Is this part clear? Yes or no? So my lectures, what I'm going to teach over here, and the information that I'm going to deliver to you all, your reading habits and this book informations will shape your, you can say, the pattern of your answers. Is this part clear? So these two things you have to do. This is the only suggestions from my end. Okay, take this book, okay, and try to see how the scholars they have written, in what fashion they have written. Okay, and whatever tips I'm going to give you all, okay, and techniques that I'm going to teach you here in the class, okay, plus your this 10 years question bank and your whatever other faculties they have taught you earlier, their static informations that have been given to you all, okay, plus newspaper. This much only you have to do for this particular GS paper, nothing extra. Not any particular good book, you start reading in novels. Particularly for essay. I cannot recommend any particular book for the essay. What I can say is that you start reading the novels. Previous year's question banks, right? So you can get it here in this. There is no particular book as such. In the 10 years question bank only you will get. Yeah, it will have. Yes, it will have. See here, everyone. You have now 28 years. Oh, it is 28 years. Okay. It is little bit old edition, but yes, definitely it is important. Okay. So that way you will have 10 years edition, 10 years. 2024 or 2015 to 2025. 10 years they publish. Okay. Take this only 10 years this question banks. Pre plus mains. Okay. So Disha publications is there. This is Disha one. Okay. We have Arihant. Arihant is good one. You can go with Arihant or TMH. Okay. Arihant or TMH. Tata McGraw Hill. Its book is very good. हाँ, इसमें इसमें बस नाम है, क्या लिखा नहीं है उन्होंने. आई थिंक अरिहंत दे हैव द रिटन एसेज ऑल्सो. अरिहंत में रहता है. ठीक है, तो आप अरिहंत का ले सकते हो. इफ नॉट अरिहंत, देन टीएमएच ऑल्सो इज गुड. Arihant, you can go with that. And I think it is available. FC Road is there. You will get some good shops. FC Road you have, no? Lakshmi Road. Okay. Lakshmi Road, you could go there and you can you try to find out. Okay. FC Road में बुक्स नहीं है, यहाँ पे मिलते क्या? सारे के सारे लक्ष्मी रोड. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm not from this place. Yeah, I know a little bit. Yeah, but still. All right. So try to take this. Okay. अगर आपको लगे तो आप फोटो भी खींच के मुझे भेज सकते हो, व्हाट्सअप कर सकते हो. I'll give you my contact number. You just try to say that, sir, this book I'm trying to finalize. Is it good? You just ask me. Is this part clear? That way you please do. All right. So this was some general informations about how to prepare notes from the newspapers. Now we'll talk about the particular essays. So you can make a heading in your notebook now. Essays can be, you can write down, it can be defined as the formal structure of, it can be defined as a formal structure or the presentation of नहीं आ रहा क्या आवाज मैडम? आ रहा है आवाज? Here in the writer tells a story. Herein a writer tells a story or or describes about a or describes sorry this I'm saying or narrates about a real life experience. Real life experience. Change the paragraph, then write. Here the word I is very oftenly used over here. Here, comma, the word I means I went there, I saw that, then after that I saw that. So you are narrating something. Getting my point? So here in this type of essays, the word I is very oftenly used. Full stop. After this, you can write, there is a big challenge. There is a big challenge before the writer as he has to narrate a particular essay after thinking and writing about self. Okay. Example can be like, in simple terms, like a visit to Maldives. Simple. Getting my point? Or any particular exhibition, or encounter with paranoia activities. Etc. etc. Getting my point? Yes or no? Here you are going to narrate something. It happened. I went there. The room. I went to my grandma's home. Where my grandma only used to stay, but it was a very big villa. Okay, and yeah, it used to. Yeah, it was not in the very much in the urban area. It was away. So I drove down and I reached there. When I reached there, there was no light. My grandma was there. She was waiting for me. I went, etc., etc. You are narrating something. Getting my point? Then what happened? The light went off, and then it was dark, and I was not knowing, and etc. etc. What happened? Okay, so it is something like you are narrating something. Okay, it is going on and on and on. Any experience? A visit to Katraju, for example, in simple terms. So what you had? You entered there. You saw these. After this. Then after that, another box, there was this particular the animal, then again deer, then elephant. Oh, after that there were some another activities also that were going on, and then we had this like we enjoyed completely, and then we came back. So like that. So you are narrating something. Is this part clear? Something like, you can say, storytelling, something like that kind of. Okay. Descriptive. Second one, descriptive, very important. Descriptive. Descriptive. These type of essays provides a considerable amount of description focused towards a particular person, place, object, any issues, or even in memory of the spatial or even in memory of spatial significance. In the memory of spatial significance. Change the paragraph, right? It is like painting a, it is like painting a, it is like painting a picture with words. It is like painting a picture with words. Understood? Yes, no. So any particular things like description, here you can go with, for example, any particular event they're talking about. Okay. So if I talk about the climate change, for example, getting my point? Yes or no? Climate change and global warming. So how you have to write? If they ask you about write an essay on the global warming and the climate change, for example. Is this part clear? Everyone. So herein you have to describe about all the things that is associated with this. It can be, the description can be, for example, initially you have to say that whenever there is a global rise in temperature, there is a global rise in temperature, and as a result of which that will be its impacts, like rising of the sea levels and all. But initially when they say about climate change, when we call it as a climate change, when the, you can say, whenever there is a, the atmospheric condition of a large geographical region happens to remain unchanged for a long period of time, this is called as climate. Is this part clear? But what say for 35 years or so, but when there is a global rise in temperature and the atmospheric conditions of a geographical region, large geographical region, start changing abruptly. Is this part clear? For example, Kashmir has a cooler climate. Yes or no? Rajasthan has a hot climate. Yes or no? And it has remained hot for last 35 years or so. Getting my point? Kashmir also has a cooler climate. It means that since last 35 years, the climate over there, it is a cooler one. It has remained unchanged. Getting my point? But say what happens is that, what happens is that due to the changing atmospheric conditions, there is a global rise in temperature, and the climatic conditions are changing. Like Kashmir is experiencing a warm climate or hot climate, whereas the Rajasthan starts experiencing a cooler climate. In that event, we can say it as a climate change. Is this part clear? Now, after this, what will happen? Here you have to write a descriptive essay. So it's a description can be on the basis of, you can say, its impact socially, the impacts of climate change socially, its impact economically, getting my point? Now its impact geographically, its impact culturally, its impacts on a global scale. Is this part clear? So all these impacts, you can say, or because of this climate change, you have to portray all these things in your essay after the introduction part, one by one. After defining what I described sometime, give a description about the climate change. What do you mean by climate change? Okay. Now, after this, you can say that why the climate change is taking place. Why? First is definition. Getting my point? Yes or no? Why it is taking place? Why climate change is taking place? Is this part clear? Yes or no? So herein you can add both the factors. I hope you have read that. You are static in geography. I hope you have read these things. Yes or no? Now here there are two types. One is the natural factors and the other one can be the anthropogenic factors. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Now in the natural factors you can write volcanisms. Okay. Then tectonic activities. Earthquakes cannot be included because earthquakes and tectonic activities, it can actually, earthquakes can be shaking of the earth crust, right? Because of underlying any tectonic activity, set of vibrations over the surface of the earth. That is the earthquake. Yes or no? But earthquake directly you cannot relate to the climate change. Is this part clear? Here you have to use the word volcanism, means volcanic eruptions. Getting my point? Yes or no? Because I hope you all know the fact that you have read in your static portion that during a volcanic eruption, whenever it takes place, there are three types of output, which is solid also, liquid also, and gases also. Getting my point? Yes or no? Yes, no. Now herein you all know the fact that gases component is maximum around 95%, followed by liquid and solid. I'm not going into details about that part. Out of the gases, here you can say water vapor and carbon dioxide is released. Getting my point? Yes or no? Now carbon dioxide and water vapor you can add here. These are important greenhouse gases. Getting my point? When the greenhouse gases, when more volcanism will occur frequently more volcanic eruptions will take place, more and more GHG will be released in the atmosphere. As a result of which, it will boost more global warming. It will boost more global warming, and in due course of time, this global warming gets transformed into climate change. Is this part clear with everyone? Yes or no? So here you have added in one paragraph about the natural factors. Am I clear? Next paragraph, it will be followed by its subsidiary points. It will be followed by its subsidiary points. So another will be natural is one, then it will be followed by the anthropogenic factors. Is this part clear? Anthropogenic, you understand? Anthropogenic means man or human induced. Is this part clear? Human induced. Here you can mention about the burning of the fossil fuels, the firing of the chimneys and all, the economic expansion of the, or at a global scale, the rise in the demand of the energy supply, and that it has led to release of more and more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, another GHG in the atmosphere, which is leading to global warming and climate change. Is this part clear? After this definition, then all these are descriptive only. No, you are describing it. Whatever you know, you have to describe it. Getting my point? Whatever you know, you have to describe it. They are not asking about from you that is it good, is it bad. You have to take a stand. No, it is good, it is bad. Here, no analysis. Describe means describe. All you have to describe about all them with all the dimensions: cultural dimensions, political dimensions, economical dimensions, environmental dimensions, global dimensions, social dimensions. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Now, after this, once done, so definitions of global warming and climate change you have taken. Then after this, why it is taking place. After why, the next paragraph will be followed by now it has taken place. Now its reasons. Now what are the reasons behind this? Okay, reasons you have written, sorry. Its impact. In the impacts point, you have to write again its social impacts. Getting my point? So social impacts, what it will happen, What will happen? Social impacts. What will happen because of the climate change? Tell me, social impacts. What will happen? Social impacts. Socially, the peoples will be affected. Think about the basic level. Social. What are the social issues? People, we the people. So what impacts it will create the climate change at a social level? Health issues and agricultural productivity, again it will reduce. Okay, so apart from that, see, agriculture and all social issues, you can put it in economical part, that will be on a wider side. Okay, you can put that. Apart from that, social issues, what it can be? Migrations of the people. Then what it will happen? Frequent, you can say, floods and droughts, they are actually being caused, and it is leading to what? It is leading to what? Loss of flora and the fauna species. Getting my point? Health hazards and all issues. Again, increasing pressure on the government health care systems. Getting my point? All these things you have to, again, it is leading to poverty, it is leading to unemployment, it is leading to lack of education, etc., etc. You can add all these points in this. Getting my point? Yes or no? Then after this, again, social you have taken. Then again, after this, economical impacts. Then the economical impacts, what it will lead to? Economical impacts, since the floods and all it will come, so what will happen? As a result of these floods and all, what will happen? Again, very good, again, unemployment. It may lead to unemployment. Again, what will happen? Apart from this, reconstruction cost. Then yes, deflation also is there. Then apart from this, economical losses, what it will be? Poverty. Yes or no? Rise in poverty. Then malnutrition, economical losses. So malnutrition, you can put it in social issues. Then apart from this, unemployment written, unemployment, then poverty, then reconstruction, then deflation, then all, and whatever points you have, you can put it in this part. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Now, another dimensions we have to touch. After this, we'll go on and we'll see that then again, political dimension. Is there a political dimension for climate change? Yes, definitely there is. We have a international agency called as UNF Triple C. Yes or no? Now, India is a member. Not only India, another, I think 190 members are there. Yes or no? And every year they meet under a banner called as, you can say, COP, Conference of Parties. Yes or no? Under UNF Triple C, which we also call it as a Climate Change Summit. Yes or no? Climate Change Conference also we call it. Yes or no? Yes, no? Now all the climate change issues, they are saying that every year, please try to add $100 billion from the developed countries. Yes or no? $100 billion in where? In the GCF, Green Climate Fund. Yes or no? Yes or no? And Donald Trump is saying it is like the underdeveloped countries or developed countries are acting like beggars. Please give us money. Is this part clear? So all these are another type of issues, that is because of the impact of the climate change. Is this part clear? Getting my point? Australia, I think Australia also pulled out from here, from the COP. USA also, it pulled out again. I think it again came back into the grouping. Then after this, friends, political issues, political dimensions, you can add some more points such as India's commitment. India's commitment. India has also committed that yes, see, I know climate change events are taking place. So I am going to present my commitments in the form of NDCs. Have you heard about this? Yes or no? It stands for intended nationally determined contribution. Getting my point? And under that contribution, so government of India's undertaking, they have been taken under the Panchamrit Yojana. Have you heard about that? Panchamrit. The political leadership of India in the Glasgow summit, they presented Panchamrit Yojana. Yes or no? Don't directly say that Mr. Modi, he presented that. The political leadership, it included, who is political boss? Mr. Modi only, but you don't have to write his name, okay? Right. The political leadership of the India, they presented their Indian commitment towards the climate change issues in the Glasgow summit, which is under the name of, or under the flagship name of Panchamrit Yojana. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Now, if you have the information about the Panchamrit Yojana, you can put it there. Like, for example, it says that, there will be 40%, 50% of the energy will be renewable energy that India is going to produce by 2030. Or apart from that, I think 500 gigawatts of renewable energy that will be produced by India. Getting my point? Yes or no? Additional 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon sequestration will be done by India. Getting my point? Yes or no? Another are like I think with respect to 2000 reduction in the GDP with respect to how much? 40%. At what level? At 2004 level or 2012, something like that it was there. You can check that. So that way you can portray these points. Okay, if you don't know, if at least you write these points, then also it is validated. Very much important. Clear? So these points can be incorporated. Apart from this is political dimension. Now, apart from this, the global impacts. Now, global impacts, what it will be? The global impacts, what it will be? What will be global impacts? The global impacts can be with respect to the submergence of the coastline. Getting my point? Yes or no? Submergence of the coastline. When you are writing the submergence of the coastline, you can write here certain countries such which are around the coast, such as Japan, Indonesia, okay, Southeast Asian countries. Okay, they will be sunken. Because of what? Because of rising sea level. Is this part clear? Getting my point? So, Indonesia, if you have this information in your mind, you can add this, as a result of which in recent times the capital of Indonesia, that is Jakarta, has been shifted to Nusantara. Is this part clear? And add these points, and then you can move ahead. Global impacts. Okay, so the submergence, then again it will be frequent floods and droughts. Yes or no? You can write like this. You can portray a picture also in your notebook. You can show that this particular northern India is water surplus plus flood affected. Getting my point? Because these are fed by the Himalayan rivers. Getting my point? Yes or no? And these Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers.
I hope you have these informations from the static portion. You will get these things. Yes or no? Whereas this particular area, such as Maharashtra, parts of Telangana, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, getting my point? So all these are being rot affected and change in the monsoonal patterns also. Is this part clear? So this is also leading to contributing to huge economical losses. Clear? Farmer suicides and all, etc., whatever you know, you put it there. Is this part clear? Now, after this global impacts, okay, whatever points you are going to take, okay, after this, again, the cultural one also, you can write cultural impacts. You can write here the transmigration. Getting my point? Increase of refuge. Now, cultural, you can say intercultural convergence. Like that, you can portray your answers. Is this part clear? So these all things can be put into play about the descriptions. Okay, where I was? So, definition. So why this is taking place? You have described both these. Then again, after this, what you have mentioned about the different types of its impacts. Okay, and after impacts, your answer will come where it will come. Where your answer will come. So you started with a definition, then its causes, its impacts, same story, because you have to write an essay, descriptive form. Impacts also you have broken in multiple dimensions. Getting my point? Similarly, the causes also you have to split in multiple dimensions. Is this part clear? Yes or no? And then after that, impacts, what you write is its solutions, or you can say the actions taken at global scale, national scale, or at the state level. Is this part clear? Understood? And the last part, it will be your suggestions, opinion, followed by conclusion. Clear? Yes, no? Understood? Is this part clear? This essay is clear? Okay. So this was about the descriptive type. Okay. Now the third type of essays, what I said was expository essays. Write down expository essays. Expository essays, it talks much about the facts presentation. It talks much about the facts presentations, FSCT facts presentations. Full stop. After this, you can write. It describes an essay. It describes an essay followed by listing order of the events. Listing order of the events. Okay. Full stop. After this, it may include comparing two or more things.
explaining the causes and its effect. It provides the reader with it causes and effect. After this, it provides the readers with deeper insights into a subject. Deeper insights. It provides deeper insights into the subjects. Is this part clear? Now, any example for this if you ask me? Then since it is talking about order, one after another, what kind of occurrence has taken place? Is this part clear? So order after order. Oh, if this event occurred, followed by another event, then after that this event, then after that that event, one after the another events are being followed. So these type of essays are called as expository essays. Like, for example, it can be like First War of Independence. Getting my point? First War of Independence. Now, or you can say the revolt of 1857. You have read in length and breadth, yes or no? Recently only. You have read this, yes or no? So what you have to start with? You have to start that. It started from where? It started in 1857. Okay, I think on 3rd June or something like that. Okay, so from there, after that, what happened? So this it started from here in place in this in place in this Devghar in Jharkhand. Okay, is this part clear? Then after that, in some May, it was 1857. Then after that, it is spread in different parts. Okay, so Devghar. Then after that, this then it is spread where this uh, Barakpur, where Mangal Pandey was there. Remember that? Then after that, it went where? It went in this part called Patna on 3rd June. Okay, then there was one bookseller. His name was, I think, Pir Ali, something like that. He revolted against the British rule. Is this part clear? Then after that, what happened? It spread in different parts of the Bihar, in Bengal also. And gradually, what happened after this? There was a person. His name was, what was his name? This um, from Ara. He was. There is a place in Bihar, Ara. His name was this um, Kumar Singh, Babu Kumar Singh. So what happened? I'm just trying to explain like sequence, one after another, how the chronology has to happen. This is not like a particular essay they will ask, but if suppose they ask about an expository essays, so how you have to mention, I'm describing that particular way. Getting my point? One after the another, one after another. This happened, followed by this. And again, when this happened, it followed this. Is this part clear? So there is a sequential flow. And after this, what happened? He went there in fighting, and he went where? He went to this, he joined this, he went to UP. Then again, after that, he was joined by another, like Tantia Top and all were there in Lucknow. Sorry, Kanpur. Okay, and he was joined by where? No, he was joined in Awadh. Getting my point? And accordingly, it spiraled. It spiraled like you can say a mob, a wild mob. without any particular political leadership. Is this part clear? Yes or no? And then you have to mention this way. So one after the another, you have to mention the chronology wise. So this can be a type of expository essays. Is this part clear? Now after this expository essays, there is the essay called as argumentative essays. Argumentative essays. Argumentative essays, friends, for example, advancement of science and tech. A boon or a curse to humanity. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Getting my point? So advancement of science and tech is a boon or a curse. For whom? For the humanity. Getting my point? So here you have to present your arguments. You have to present your arguments, and those arguments must be logical. Is this part clear? It must be logical, it must be sequential also, or orderly placed. Getting my point? It should be supported by live examples or real life examples. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Now herein, for example, if I talk about argumentative, so advancement of science and tech is boon or curse to humanity. Okay? Getting my point, everyone? Yes or no? So initially you have to mention about science and technology and all. Okay. Now after introduction part, what you have to mention is that you have to take a multiple dimension approach. Multiple dimensions approach about the science and tech. A boon or a curse. Is this part clear? Now here you can write about, again you can take on multiple fronts. For example, digitization. For example, defense. For example, agriculture. For example, health. For example, infrastructure. For example, health, infrastructure, then this security is done, na? Security, health, education, etc., etc. Whatever points it is coming in. Is this part clear, everyone? Yes or no? Getting my point? Now herein, for example, if I talk about digitization, if I talk about digitization herein, if I talk about digitization in India, just I take an example in digitization in India, it has increases what? It has increased a good amount of infrastructure. A broadband connectivity has increased, yes or no? So in your one paragraph, you are going to support this, or if at all you have more points, you can make some subsequent supporting for. Is this part clear? For getting my point? Yes, no, say at least. Clear? So for example, for ENAM. Supporting the agriculture. For example, digitization, it is helping in, you can say, e-governance. Yes or no? E-governance, whatever you have, e-Aadhaar, PAN, etc., whatever you have. Getting my point? People participation, civic participation, governance, okay, accountability, yes or no, checking corruptions, yes or no, no, etc., etc. Now again, digitization, again, it is actually increasing what? It is increasing what? Literacy level, yes or no? Now it is also improving, it is also improving or boosting more startups, yes or no? And hence supporting economical expansions also, yes or no, etc., etc. Getting my point? Yes, no. It is promoting literacy, improving more startups, more economic expansions. Yes or no? Again, apart from this, there are its negative aspects. Its negative aspects. Clear? Now, negative aspects, what it will be? These three paragraphs will be followed by another negative aspects. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Say at least. Clear? So to write here that science and tech, advancement of science and tech has been critical in the development of humanity, particularly in the 21st century. Yes or no? To begin with, we can say that its impacts has been perceived in different dimensions of our day-to-day life. Okay, and these can be studied as follows, or it can be described as follows. So here in one you have digitization. So digitization, you write here, the government of India has launched the Digital India Mission. Yes or no? No. In this, whatever knowledge you have, like not irrelevant, but it is with respect to the topic, Digital India Mission, to increase the more penetration of the internet connectivity. Getting my point? Yes or no? No. Here you have right. You can write that Digital India Mission was launched, I think, in the year 2014. Okay, to make India a complete digital infra, to create a digital infrastructure across the nation. Yes or no? Now connecting 2.5 lakhs gram panchayats in the country. Understood? Now, as a result of which, it has impacted much, and its benefit can be, or its reverberance can be perceived in different dimensions, such as it has promoted e-governance, it has promoted enam. Through enam portal, it is promoting the agricultural exports, it is also promoting the literacy, particularly for the village areas where there is a very poor, where there is a poor infrastructure for the education. Okay, again, it is also boosting various startups. Again, it is also leading to economical expansions as a whole. Getting my point? Yes or no? And subsequently, since the essay is argumentative nature, so here you have to present the arguments. Clear? So one will be the positive argument and the other will be the negative arguments. So this will be followed by negative arguments, such as, though it has multiple dimensions of, or it is providing multiple, you can say, benefits to the humanity, but at the same time it has negative impacts also. It has negative impact. What negative impacts you have? Use your mind. Whatever you have fed in your that book by reading daily newspaper, yes or no, it will come into play over here. Getting my point? What you will write here? It will promote to cyber fraud, or you can say it will lead to cyber crime, or what we call it as it is much in the news, call it as a digital arrest, right? Yes or no? Getting my point? Now, after this, there are another negative aspects of this. What negative aspects of this? If you have more, but this mobile towers and all, its radiations can be harmful. Radiations can be harmful. Is this part clear? It can be harmful in the sense that it can reduce the, you can say, it can be cancerous also, and it can also reduce the pregnancies and all. It can affect that part. Is this part clear? Also affects the infants also. Is this part clear? Yes, no. Now apart from this, its negative impacts. about this digitization, it will be, for example, uh, cyber frauds, digital arrest, radiations, harmful health related issues. Then any other issues, any other negative aspects related to digital infrastructure? This see, because of the Digital India missions, what happened is that the infrastructure of the country has been again damaged because of laying of the optical fibers. Getting my point? Laying of the optical fiber networks. Already the road was there, but again the reconstruction of the road is going on. Why? Because the optical fiber network was not there. Yes or no? It has caused inconvenience to the people, traffic jams, etc., etc. You can add these points. It's a essay. We're putting the arguments. Getting my point? After this, we have another point. We have defense. Yes or no? So in the defense, you can use various types of drones and all, or the UAVs. Getting my point? Yes or no? So private security and all, it can breach. Okay. So first, the defense is important. First, you have to write the positive aspects. Low cost, but more effective and harmful. Like for example, we have this Shahid drones and all. We have no. Yes or no? Which is also called as this suicidal drones. Yes or no? Suicidal drones, they are least costlier and they are very much less costlier than the missiles. Yes or no? But they are more effective. They are suicidal in nature. Again, defense, again, what it can be, the drones can be this defense, again, in the science and technology, defense, creation of more and more atomic bombs. You can use these bombs. Okay. Defense, arsenals and all. Many things can be included, whatever you know about the defense. Is this part clear? Like, again, this, what is that? What is that? Hypersonic missiles and all. Yes or no? Many things are being created because of the advancement, nuclear bombs, etc., etc. Various bombs are there. Getting my point? Carpet bombs, etc. Whatever bombs are there. Now, it's a negative aspect. These are the very good for safety and security purpose, because to protect our to protect our to protect our regional sovereignty and security, we have to have a robust defense mechanism. Yes or no? So, in the advent of any threat perception from our hostile neighbors, we are in a position to counter them very much effectively, and we are in a position to give them a befitting reply. Is this part clear? So we must have a very strong defense mechanism, and for that, the science and tech advancement of science and tech, with the help of DRDO, with the help of ISRO and all, we have taken a big leap in the 21st century, and India has poised itself to be a superpower in coming times. Is this part clear? You can frame this way, articulate this way. Important developments, you can put it there. Is this part clear? You can put it Tejas and all, etc., etc., which is currently in the news. Getting my point? Yes or no? You can also put this. You can also put this. This submarine building. Indian defense. Indian defense. They under the P15. P15I, something like that. The name of the scheme is P15I. Okay, is the development of indigenous this submarines is there. Okay, so India is developing that. You can put it in your essay. Then apart from that, India is also looking forward about the AMCA, advanced medium combat this combat aircraft. Getting my point? Where we are talking about the development of the 5th generation fighter planes and all. Is this part clear? Indigenous. Now, after defense, you can counter it with the negative aspects. What are negative aspects? What negative aspects? With respect to defense, again followed in the defense, all the negative aspects you can use. It can lead to what? Loss of humanity. You can portray a very small picture of Palestine and Gaza can be put into place. Getting my point? You can also use
what has happened in Ukraine. Once upon a time, this state of Ukraine, it was regarded as the wheat basket of the Europe. And see the condition today. Is this part clear? So this is about this. Then apart from this loss of flora, fauna, flora species, fauna species, that is very small things. You can portray your answer in this way, okay? And defense, okay? So all these things can be put in. You also have to see the word limits also. You don't have to flow in the emotions. Okay. So because what will happen if you don't have a balanced approach? So here you will write 5 for plus and 5 for minus. Okay. By the time you reach here, you are going running short of, you can say, the words is you're going to exceed the word limits. Is this part clear? So you have to write in such a way that you are in the well positioned 1200 bracket. Is this part clear? Don't forget that. Means in 7 to 8 pages only you have to make this essay over. Is this part clear? Now, very important. Now, after this, agriculture. Now, agriculture, friends, agriculture, you can put it like in agriculture, you can give a very good example for agriculture. You can say that the green revolution that took place in India in mid 1960s by the development of HYV seeds. Yes or no? As a result of which what happened? India, as a result of which what happened? India from a you can say food importer country, India became the food reliant country. Is this part clear? Reliance as well as a major exporter also. Is this part clear? Getting my point? Again, in the agriculture, you can write here that you can say that it can also be helpful. You can mention HYV seeds. You can also mention in agriculture this BT tobacco, BT cotton. Then recently BT mustard was also in the news. BT brinjal is not accepted so far, but it is maybe down the line. But as of now, BT mustard is in the news because it has been the GEAC, Genetic Engineering Approval Committee. It has given a green light for the development of what? For the BT mustard. Is this part clear? Now, after this, BT brinjal was in the news, but they have not suggested because it's edible, no? So might be it can cause some defects, and also, yeah, politically maybe sometimes, they never know. Okay. Motivated. Understood? So as of now, because of the production of BT tobacco, BT cotton, these are you can say the hybrid varieties, or you can say these are the transgenic crops that have been developed in India because of the advancement of science and tech. Yes or no? As a result of which, what will happen when its productivity is increasing? What will happen? Its export and its sales are also going to increase. Yes or no? As a result of which, it is leading to a huge amount of revenue generations. Understood? Clear? Yes or no? But at the same time, it has some negative aspects. Now, what are the negative aspects? Now, are you all writing, or I'm just writing by myself? Are you all writing some for these points? Very good. So these points, BT cotton, BT tobacco, BT mustard. Okay. Now you never know when it will be helpful for you all. Getting my point? Because in class it looks very nice. Okay. Sir is describing very nicely. Oh yeah, sir taught very well here. After 4 or 5 days, once the lecture is over, sir was talking something, but I could not make the note of it. Have you made? No, I was also listening very nicely. Understood. So try to inculcate a habit of making first notes also. Whatever, if you feel like important, put it in your notebook immediately. Then move ahead. Or if you cannot, then take a recorded lecture from the reception. It is available for you all. Okay? And ask them. No, they will give you. No, to do that.
So this part, then after this, friends, negative aspects. If I talk about the negative aspects, so negative aspects in agriculture, negative aspects in agriculture, post green revolution, this part of the country, this part of the country, this part of the country was worst affected. Why worst affected? Because 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 the green revolution that came into existence, it was related to mostly with respect to wheat and rice production. Getting my point? And what government said? What government said? Government said, you produce as much as you can, and I am going to purchase that. You produce more, I'll purchase that. You produce more, I'll purchase that. So what farmer did? The farmer left all the crops, bajra, millets, etc. one side. We are going to just produce rice and wheat. Is this part clear? More rice and wheat, more rice and wheat, more rice and wheat. As a result of which, what? Because there is someone who is providing us an assurance that all right, you produce, I'll purchase. You produce, I'll purchase. Getting my point? More revenue, more revenue. As a result of which, this region got much worse affected. Why worst affected? Because of depleting water table. Is this part clear? Why water table? Because the HYV, the high yielding variety seeds that was used by MS Swaminathan. Getting my point? He is also late Dr. MS Swaminathan, who is also regarded as the father of the green revolution in our country. He, along with Norman Borlaug, a Mexican scientist, they developed a HYV seeds in 1965, something like that, that particular time. Getting my point? Now, after that, what happened? This particular HYV seeds, it had some requirements. It had some requirements. What requirements it had? It used to absorb more and more water. It used to absorb more and more water. It used to absorb more and more fertilizers also. Getting my point? Yes or no? As a result of which, what happened? As a result of which, what happened? Huge amounts of waters were being taken out from the water table, from the groundwater. Is this part clear? So huge amount of water were being exploited from the underground drainage system. Okay, and as a result of which, in present times, the water table has gone down. Is this part clear? Use of excessive amount of fertilizers has also made the soil more acidic, and its productivity level has gone down. Productivity level has gone down. Is this part clear? Yes or no? So low productivity, in 1 acre of land, or sorry, in 1 hectare of land, if suppose that, for example, 100 quintals were being produced, now presently not 100, just 50 quintals are being produced. Productivity has fallen down, no? Yes or no? Why? Because the soil has become more acidic. Why more acidic? Because of use of excessive fertilizers. Here also they have utilized their mind. What utilized their mind? Actually, friends, fertilizers, they usually this NPK. Is this part clear? And that is in the ratio of 4:2:1. Is this part clear? Now what happens is that potash is costlier comparison to this NP, P for phosphorus, right? And N for nitrogen. Is this part clear? This has to be the ratio that has to be maintained. Potash being costlier, and subsequently what they do is they try to alter this ratio. They try to alter the ratio. So they are going to make this 4:2:1. So they will make it 4, or even there is 6:2, like 1, something like that. Whatever they try to alter this, the farmers, because of the availability of the money also is required. No, if they have less money, or if there is no financer for any particular farmer, what they will do? They will try to alter this ratio only. Yes or no? And because of the alteration of the urea, it's you can say the components, it impacts the soil productivity. Crystal clear, everyone? Yes or no? Huge amount of exploitation of more and more waters, underground waters. Is this part clear? Reduced water table in parts of Haryana, parts of Delhi, parts of Western UP are being considerably affected. Is this part clear? So is it a positive or a negative impact of the advancement of science and tech? Negative impacts. Is this part clear? Second point, with respect to crops, the transgenic crops, such as the transgenic crops we have, such as BT tobacco, BT cotton, BT mustard. Is this part clear? So these are the transgenic crops that have been developed by the use of, you can say, by the use of biotechnology and all. Yes or no? Yes, no. But there is also said that it is also having some negative impacts. What negative impacts? They say that the researchers, they have studied and they have found that they are sometimes consumption of all these things, it may lead to cancer, it may also lead to, you can say, reduced fertility, it may also leads to this what is that, this miscarriage and all, it may lead to all these things. Is this part clear? It has been reported from parts of Brazil and certain other South American countries. Some article was published, I was going through that. Is this part clear? So again, these are some important negative impacts of the use of the transgenic crops also. Is this part clear? So you can portray your answer in this particular format. Okay. Now after this, any other point? Agriculture, then health, then health, then in the health, again advancement of science and tech, advancement of science and tech. Okay, you can use the concept related to whatever related to genetic engineering and all. Is this part clear? You can use the positive aspects, you can use genetic engineering, you can use this cloning and all technique. You can use another techniques like for a scan, for example, like PET scans and all, MRI and all. Getting my point? Organ transplants and all. Is this part clear? Etc. etc. You can portray your this answer. Is this part clear? Yes, no. Genetic engineering, okay, cloning, etc. etc. Okay. Then we have the DNA fingerprinting and all. Yeah, fingerprinting. Then CAS9. Is this part clear? So all these things you can put it there. Okay. However, there is also its negative aspects also. What are the negative aspects? Again, genetic engineering, it has a positive, it has a negative aspects also. Okay. It can be again lethal also. Yes or no? Changing in the genetic, altering the genetic makeup, altering genetic makeup of an organisms. Artificially. Is this part clear? Again, cloning. If suppose somehow your genetic makeup has been taken, okay, and you are a big celebrity. Is this part clear? And at the same time, when your genetic makeup have been taken, so you will see 4 or 5 peoples like you walking on the street. You will only can get confused. Oh wow, how come this my face, everything mine? How? Because of the cloning and all. Is this part clear? So again, so that is cloning, piracy issues, personal safety. Then again, many times these test and all, okay, piracy, okay, personal safety, then PET scans and all, they might be, you can say, cancerous if more and more amount of radiations are being given. Okay, it is written no there. Have you seen that? Outside there is a like some warning is there.
Have you encountered in the hospital something like that, wherever these type of tests are being performed, X-rays and all? Yes or no? So I think they are using the gamma radiations and all with a very high intensity. So that can actually lead to gene mutation and all. Getting my point? So again, it is harmful. So it requires a huge amount of technical expertise. Yes or no? Technical expertise. In the lack of technical expertise, suppose that a new employer, they have hired a new person with very less experience. If they give more radiation, what will happen? Patient will go. No, rather yes or no? Rather taking an X-ray of the internal organisms, body organs, will directly go to God only directly. So gene, this mutations and all. Okay, the technical expertise and all. Organ transplants. Now, friends, here you can write here a very big illegal racket of organ piracy transnationally is occurring. Getting my point? Illegal, you can say, what? Illegal racket of organ piracy or organ piracy transnationally occurs. Very important. Is this part clear? Many places you see here, a body is found, okay, or the person, he was about to die, but no one was there. He was admitted in a hospital. What happened? After that, some parts were taken out. Who knows whose body was that? Directly goes to mortuary, and from there setting and all goes directly. Is this part clear? All his functions, body were, lungs, heart, everything were taken out. He is thrown. Go. Yes or no? So, and it was being, where it is? Where are you? Huh? You don't go, please. You stay here. Okay. So, so, so all these things can be, you can say, because of what? Because of the materialistic world, because of revenue, because of money. Is this part clear? So all these things you can put it in your like answer. Then after this, you can also add this in the medical. No, you can add this positive aspects. You can add the concept related to medical tourism also. Many peoples from the nearby countries such as Middle East, Bangladesh, and other in Southeast Asia, they are coming to India because India is a destination where we have a very high advancement of, you can say, the medical sciences at a very cheap rate. We are offering a world-class treatments over here. Is this part clear? So this is also acting as a revenue earner for India. Very important point that can be incorporated. Is this part clear? So medical tourism, the visas and all are also given by the government. Understood? That is also important. Now, after this, negative aspects you already written. Yeah, you can also use this one more point. Recently, there was this surrogacy act was also, it came into existence. Yes or no? So you can use that in order to counter the illegal surrogacy. The government of India has implemented the surrogacy act. That can be formulated, or it can be put in your answer. Is this part clear? Very important. Understood? So it comes one after another. Can you think you can write this much in one day? No, it will require a huge amount of, you can say, backup of the informations in your mind, and this will come gradually, one after the another. Understood? Now after this, where I was? Then health already, infrastructure. Friends, infrastructure, in the infrastructure part, what you can do is, what you can do is like infrastructure, again, positive and the negative aspects. The positive and the negative aspects. Getting my point? So positive and the negative aspects. We have
if we are going to construct more and more infrastructure such as road, rail, tunnel, highways, ropeways, these are all types of infrastructure developments. Yes or no? As a result of which, when we boost our infrastructure, as a result of which, what happened? It promotes trade, connectivity, and economical development. Yes or no? Economical development of a particular region. Yes or no? And overall nation as a whole. Understood? However, there are certain negative aspects also. Negative aspects also. Yes or no? Now, what negative aspects it has? It has, for example, it has deforestation. Very well said. Deforestation. So when there is a deforestation, means what? Cutting down the green cover. Is this part clear? When there is a deforestation, it may lead to what? It may lead to the loosening of the soils. And whenever it is in a hilly terrain, it may lead to landslides. Is this part clear? So it can be very much lethal. Moreover, the infrastructure development, it also has some another impacts, such as the reduced green cover. When the reduced green cover, it will promote or it will reduce the impact of the global warming. It is going to enhance the global warming impacts. Is this part clear? Yes or no? So urban areas will get transformed into what? It will get transformed into urban heat islands. Urban heat islands. Like you can give an quotation, you can give an example related to Delhi and the satellites. The Delhi and the satellite NCR region. Is this part clear? Yes or no? Ghaziabad, Noida, all that particular. Yes or no? So those are a small satellite towns over there around Delhi, which is under the NCR region. Is this part clear? A rapid infrastructure development has taken place. But at the same time, you go in the summers, the scorching temperature and all rising over 35-40 degrees Celsius, what will happen? You go now, see the pollution level and the temperature at the night around less than 10 degree. Getting my point? 7 degree. You are staying in Pune. You are not feeling anything. That poor place. Is this part clear? All these are infrastructure. So science is a boon or a curse. Is this part clear? You are presenting your arguments in both the hemispheres. Understanding? Okay. This part clear, everyone? This side? Okay. Now, huh? Time over. 5 minutes. I gave lunch break also early, isn't it? 5 minutes. बोर नहीं ना हो रहे हैं? ओके ओके नहीं नहीं ऐसे होता है कभी सर अब तो छोड़ दो सर मोटिवेट हो रहे हैं ना ओके गुड ये होना चाहिए ऑल राइट सो कोई और पॉइंट्स एनी अदर पॉइंट दैट वाज लेफ्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एजुकेशन है ना नाउ if I talk about education, don't you think if you write this much of the things that I have discussed now, particularly for science, advancement of science and tech as a boon or curse, don't you think it is going to cover 1,000 words? It will be more than that, much more than that. Yes or no? So again, but I am trying to explain you all how your format should come. one after the another, one after the another. Even you can use the heading also there. For example, education. For example, health. For example, defense. For example, infrastructure development. Is this part clear? You can use this, you can put it in box, and then you can write for, against, for, against, like this. Is this part clear? But it should not be, oh, where are you? But it should, yeah, but it should not be that you're writing 1 point for education and then again jumping on health and then again infrastructure and again education. No. Clear? There has to be a sequential orders. Okay? Head to toe, one after another. Not from head, then again here, then again here, then again here, then here, and then down. No, not like that. In one particular flow. That is the essay. Is this part clear? Now, education. So, education, friends. ज्यादा हो जाएगा. अच्छा, एक दो पॉइंट्स तो कम से कम लिख लेते हैं. Okay. अब education, like see the use of the science and tech. Okay. So here we have used this. We are using the satellites and all. Okay. Okay. One point, telemedicines. Like there was one point related to health. Okay. Health में आप telemedicines भी एक point डाल के रखो. Telemedicines. ये भी एक ऐड कर लेना उसमें. Back. You go back just 1 point back and you add positive telemedicines in health. Okay. Now. So here in the education, the satellites plus the presence of the broadband connectivity, and along with that the increased optical fiber network supported by the government's social schemes such as midday meal schemes and all. Getting my point? Midday meal schemes has increased the enrollment rate both at primary and the secondary level. Is this part clear? Primary and the secondary level. So stop. Next point, it has also reduced the dropouts. It has also reduced the dropout, the school dropouts also reduced. Again, it is going to increase the literacy level. And it has actually increased the literacy level. Okay, so currently the Indian literacy level, it was around 71%, right? Which has actually increased. But let's see. We have to wait and watch for this 2021 census. Yes or no? 2011 after 2021 only. No, it is delayed because of corona. Might be it will be published soon. Okay. So here, but another surveys, they have shown that the literacy of the India has increased. Is this part clear? Another Niti Aayog reports, it shows that the literacy of the India has increased from the last decade. Is this part clear? Now after this education, now advancement. Apart from this, it has also increased more and more research scholars and postdoctoral scholars enrollment in recent times. There is also some initiatives like uh, our students from India, they will go to another country. Okay, so more increase the tie-ups between the universities. It is also there. I hope you all know about these things. After PG and all, they actually they conduct. Okay, so exchanges like from our university, like from Pune University, some 10 students they will go and they will go to Tokyo University or Shanghai University, something like that. Is this part clear? So postdoctoral programs and all we call it as. So it has also in recent time it has increased. Is this part clear? So it is good only, no? When more and more people or like when more and more this in at a higher level education, when more scholars are going, so they are going to learn about the latest development that is taking place on global scale, and they are going to bring about that that you can say the latest developments back into our country. Yes or no? But negative aspect will be the brain drain. Brain drain. What does it mean, brain drain? It means that negative aspects will be the brain drain. What do you mean by brain drain? USA says, oh, very nice. He has done post scholar and doctoral program from Tokyo University. Very intellectual mind. Citizen of India. Living from which place? Living in Pune. Parents living in Pune. Getting my point? You come here in our country. I will give you 50 lakhs per annum. And he is here getting that guy is getting 10 lakhs. Is this part clear? Anyone? Not anyone, I can say. But yes, most of us who gets more, you can say, if you are going to get a good amount of package, huge money. So what you will do is that time, okay, fine, let me go. And once you are gone, you're gone only. So this type of tendency is called as brain drain. And after that, what the Donald Trump will say? Now, okay, you have earned more here. Now do one thing. You pay 50 crores first, and then I will allow you to go back to India. Otherwise, you stay here only. Getting my point? Once they call us, come, come, come. Once we were there, they are exploiting our technological expertise. And then when we want to go back to our country, he'll say, where are you going? Stay here. Otherwise, whatever you have earned here, you give us back. Then only we will allow. Is this part clear? So these are the negative aspects. So that is why it is said that you earn 10 rupees only, but have a good, happy and healthy life here only. Yes or no? But this is about the brain drain. And after that, negative aspects can be, friends, you can say in the education sectors we have, you can say, a monopolistic kind of, you can say, monopoly of the private institutions. If you have good amount of, you can say, money, then only we are going to bring about, we are going to take your children. Otherwise, you put it them in the government school only. Is this part clear? If you have 2 lakh rupees, then only we are going to take the admission of the child in the school. Otherwise, you go and in the government school. Is this part clear? So this is again the monopoly of the private institutions. To a considerable limit, the government has formulated certain policies and all, some laws and all, that they have put some 35% or 30% reservations for the weaker sections, but still they are big lords. Getting my point? So so monopoly in the private institutions. Then again, corruption. Then any other important points, if you wish, you can add in this. Okay, any other negative aspects? Inequality. Then rural urban divide. Getting my point? Yes or no? Yes or no? And then you have unequal. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, she had some work, she said me, no problem. Yeah, so unequal development of the region. Unequal development of the, you can, region. Is this part clear? Some part of the country, they will have a robust economical expansion and growth. Is this part clear? But at the same time, some part of the country are lagging behind. Is this part clear? So it is breeding what? It is breeding inequality in the different parts of the country. Is this part clear? So this is all about this particular topic. Okay. So after this, you can conclude saying that after this, you can conclude against the has to be, you have to have a, you can say, a balanced approach over here. You can mention over there that yeah, uh, though though there are various drawbacks that have been caused because of the advancement of science and tech. Okay, various drawbacks caused because of advancement of science and tech, yet its benefits overpower overpowers the former one in multiple dimensions. Is this part clear? You can also add that that effective policy formulation, comma implementation, effective policy formulation, its implementation, followed by followed by followed by people participation and 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 accountability may lead to may lead to overall development of the state as a whole. Is this part clear? Yes or no? After this, you can add one more line. At global scale, at global scale, the 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 fruits of the science and tech advancement must be distributed must be distributed with empathy and compassion. Empathy, not sympathy. With empathy and compassion on global scale. Simple. On empathy and compassion on global scale. Full stop. That's it. Is this part clear? Yes or no? So this was all about time over, no? Okay. So let me give you one simple topic to write at least. You write not more. You write at least 300 words. Start with 300 words. Okay. Uh, write a write a topic. Wait. Write down a society that has more justice. A society that has more justice is a society is a society that needs less charity. A society that has more justice is a society that needs less charity. One only I should give. Word limit will be 500 words. Which type of essay it will be? You can put this as you can say a society that has more justice is a society that needs more charity. You can put it as a persuasive or argumentative. Persuasive also you can write. You can persuade that. You have to put. You have to convince that point. Philosophical to certain extent you can say, yeah, a society that has more justice is a society that needs less charity. Something, yeah, philosophy you can say, but at the same time you have to persuade also. That is why I say persuasive. It's a type of philosophical only, but in a broader concept if you take, it will be a persuasive essay only. Under the persuasive essay it will be a philosophical one. Okay, you have that. It sounds to be something philosophical, but at the same time you have to convince the reader. Yeah, yeah. So you have to say that why the society which is actually the society which is having more justice is having, it requires less charity. Getting my point? Is this part clear? So yeah, but it is a type of philosophical you are saying, yeah, but again it will be persuasive kind of. You have to persuade the reader that yes, that is the reason why the society which is having this more justice is a society that needs less charity. नहीं पढ़ा है? अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं. तो अच्छा, इसमें बस ये है कि अच्छा ये तो मैंने छोड़ ही दिया फिर, बट ठीक है, ये बता देता हूँ ब्रीफ में. कल हम लोग इस पे बात करेंगे, इसीलिए मैंने कल के लिए ही दे के रखा है कि एडवांस में मुझे ये कराना ही है, तो मैं सोचा कि लाइक यू ऑल राइट इट. ओके, जस्ट वन थिंग इसमें ऐसा है ना, दिस इज टू पार्ट्स. दिस एसे इज एक्चुअली यूपीएससी एसे ओनली. डोंट टेक इट वेरी इजी. ओके, I'm trying to put it in your feet in that particular shoe, okay, but gradually it will come. So as ये है कि इसमें first part को आपको justify करना है. So that is why it comes under a category of a persuasive. Understood? You have to persuade the reader that why your statement, why the argument that you are putting is correct. Is this part clear? But you don't have to put it in you don't have to put it in 1200 or 1000 words. I just want to see that how many multiple dimensions you can touch in for this particular essay. At least try to write in 200-300 words. Then we'll discuss tomorrow. All right. Okay. Go home safely. Then class is concluded. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Okay.
Okay, madam.